Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. We first met the scale in 2014. Amber was glowing, ambitious, and green.
I'm gonna save money to get a new scale, but I talked to my girlfriend's dad a little bit, and he kind of opened my eyes a little more to the fact that the scale that we have now, might be okay. So what he did was, even though I didn't think it was the battery, he put in new batteries for me while I was asleep. So he went out of his way, he went to the store, bought batteries and edamame because I've been wanting such a thing, okay? So I weighed myself, and each time I stepped on, it said the same weight. Not only was it the batteries, I also tried stepping on it a different way. Us heavier girls and men understand that we have big thighs and our feet don't really touch. So I tried to make them a little, my feet go a little more closer in the middle of the scale, and that helped. So I got, a reading, and I'm actually thoroughly happy that I don't have to, buy a really expensive scale, and I'm not going to tell you guys my weight.
She bought her first one with dreams in her eyes, weight loss journey, and portioned out fries. That scale was digital, sleek, and polite, till it showed her a number that gave her a fright. "It's lying," she cried. "That can't be true." And just like that, scale number 1 was through.
I keep trying to explain that if I was going to lie about my weight, I would say I'm a lot smaller than I am. I'm not making this YouTube channel to lie. I just don't understand it. This YouTube channel is about my life. So I kind of wanted to just show you why I do not show my actual weigh-ins on the camera, because it's reflective and I weigh myself in naked. So here we go. So here is the scale. I'm pretty sure Crystal's parents, they actually bought this scale for me. See, you can see my hand. Hey, you can see me. You even see my floral shirt. Anyways, they had a different scale at the time, but they bought this one for me because the other scale stopped working for me, but it was working for everybody else. So they went and bought this one at Bed Bath & Beyond, I think, and it was over $100, and it works really well. It shows your body fat, how much water is in your body. It's just very technical, but all I do is see my weight, obviously, and I'm gonna tell you now that with all these clothes on, plus my cell phone in my hand, it says I weigh 359.2.
But our girl is resilient. She never says fail. She just logs on to Amazon and buys a new scale. By 2016, the journey was strong. With scale number 3, what could go wrong? Oh, but then came the star of this cautionary tale. The talking scale that was doomed to fail.
Hello everyone, I have not weighed myself or filmed a weigh-in so long because my scale stopped working for me. It only weighed up to a certain amount, and I bypassed that amount. Whoops. Ordered a new scale that weighs way ahead of what I weigh, and it also talks to me, so you guys might be able to hear when I do my live weigh-in. You guys might be able to hear it actually say my weight instead of me just telling you guys.
It chirped out loud with robotic glee.
"Hello, it's ready."
So joyfully. She loved that scale, said it made her feel heard, until it dared speak a slightly large word.
Here we go.
It's ready.
And I've also ate. Obviously. Okay.
£517.2.
There we go.
517, it chirped one day. Suddenly, it was abusive, thrown far away.
So now I'm gonna step on the industrial. It's probably gonna be a little bit harder for me to film, but here we go. Because this is like very close. $519. I'm shaking. 0. So this one is more reliable. That's why I no longer use this one. That's why it's dusty.
She blamed the floor, she blamed the air, she blamed a ghost, she blamed the chair. Each weigh-in ended with a little sass. Well, that's not right. I lost weight off camera, ass.
So, since I was 519 on that scale with clothes after eating at night before I even go to bed, that means when I wake up, I'll probably be about 515 because I usually always weigh 3 pounds heavier at night versus when I weigh myself in the morning.
She claimed she weighed less just yesterday, and the scale was off by like 40, okay? My doctor's scale said I'm down 10 pounds. Said no reputable scale within county bounds.
My weigh-in, I use both scales, my new and my old, but I'm just gonna start logging my weight with the new scale because it's like I didn't spend $80 just to let it sit there and still me use the old one. Doesn't make sense. So, I did weigh myself 3 times on my new scale, and I'm just gonna like take the overall like middle one. Thankfully, it was all 491 point something. It was 491.0, 491.4, and 491.2. So the middle of that is 491.2, but I could just take the heavier one, 491.4, and if I do that, that means I stayed the same from yesterday. So not bad, not bad.
We've seen 7 scales in 10 short years, each one discarded with fake crocodile tears. From XL 550s to models brand new, everyone lied, except maybe a few. But the pattern's clear for all who've watched. Each scale breaks when the truth gets botched.
Anyways, so I weighed in at 520.0, which means I did gain weight, and I'm exactly where I was on January 1st. Today is actually Tuesday, and I got a new scale. You guys will actually see that in a vlog. I opened it for you guys, and I explained why I got a new scale. And I weighed myself today because I wanted to see if the scale was accurate. So I stepped on the one that I usually use, and then I stepped on the new one. And I'm already down a couple pounds from just Sunday, so that makes me really happy.
She says she's shrinking. We say where? Well, DoorDash leaves 5 bags on the chair.
Got some takeout tacos.
Her favorite scale? The one that talks sweet. It says,
Hello. It's ready.
and doesn't judge what she eats. But the second it dares show facts she hates, it's unplugged, boxed up, and left at the gates. So here ends the saga. Oh wait, not quite. Scale number 8 is arriving Friday night. This time she swears it'll tell no lies. Unless it says 600. Then it malfunctions and dies.